What's up everyone, it's Kyle from Color Expression, back with another swatch and review. So today I am partnering up with Cirque Colors to look at 6 new shades in their SUPERFUTURE collection. I know you might be saying, I thought that collection already exists. And you'd be right, but these are 6 brand new shades, so now we have a total of 12 different multi-chrome finishes. These shades are available today from Cirque Colors for $14 USD each. I will leave a link to purchase down in the description. If you're new here and you enjoy this video today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos, and while you're already going to be down there, you should give this video a thumbs up since it really helps the channel grow. I think it's time we finally get on to the swatches. Starting out my swatches today, I am using the Cirque Colors Get Ready Base Coat, and I did want to mention, don't forget to stick around until after the multichromes because we are also going to look at a swatch of the newest Do Good polish from Cirque, which was Firecracker. It's a beautiful red magnetic, but more on that later. First up from the SUPERFUTURE collection, we will look at Genesis. So the thing with multichromes is they're more than one color, hence the multichrome, and they're kind of like a chrome pigment. So I did my best to set up the lighting so you can sort of see both colors at the same time as we're building up each coat. For this one here, on the left, you can see the quote-unquote main color, which is sort of a purple. It's kind of like a pink leaning purple, but over on the other side, on the right, that's kind of the more extreme angle look. So you can see that this one does shift over to a sort of red as we're building it up. And with these, I did find that 3 coats looked best just to really build up that coverage, use that last coat to just smooth everything out and get rid of any brush strokes. But here you can see 2 different colors going on. It's so beautiful, and at the even more extreme angle, this one sort of goes orange and a little bit of gold, so it's very pretty, and I love how shifty it is. We're getting so much dimension and different colors going on here. I definitely loved this one. And I love in this full hand shot, you can just sort of see that full range of color, but in person, it goes even further, and it's so cool to look at. Next up, we have Life on Mars, which if Mars looked like this nail polish, girl, you better believe me, I would be getting an Airbnb. I'd be putting up shop. I would be moving there because this one is so cool. It's so shifty. We start out with this really vibrant red, which I don't feel like I've seen a lot of this pigmented sort of red multichromes before. But then this one over at that more extreme angle, we get a orange to a bronze and then some gold at that really extreme angle, and it's just such a nice range of color. It's almost like a sunrise or a sunset in a nail polish. It's very earthy and beautiful and sort of subtle in comparison to some of the shifting that we're getting in this collection, but it's a nice range of color and they all flow together really nicely, so I love that. And again, this one was 3 coats for that full opacity. On a shorter nail you might be getting away with 2, but I did like 3 for my current nail length. And here you can see that red over to the orange, and then it's so hard to capture that really extreme color, but this one does go gold and almost like a touch of green maybe at the end. It's very cool. Next up, we have Singularity, which this one might have ended up being my favorite, but honestly, it's so hard to pick one because each of these are so beautiful and so shifty. But this one starts out gold. You can see it's just this really pigmented and kind of more sparkly. Like if you have this one in person and look at it compared to the others, there's almost this added little sparkle. I know it's not anything different that they actually did, but something about this pigment is just really sparkly and beautiful. But this one starts off gold and then it kind of goes over to a bit of a camo-y green, and then the website says a pewter blue, and you can really see that in the bottle and in person on the nail, but I just could not get that color to show up on camera. You can see the gold, you can see the green over on the right, and then in the full hand you can start to see this very sort of camo-y pewter green up at that extreme angle right there. But I couldn't get the blue, and in person you see it so much and it's so beautiful. So I love this one. If you think that you like this color, you should definitely get it because it's even better in person. Now we will look at origin unknown, which, honey, is good we don't know the origin, because if I knew where this stuff came from, I would be there, I would be buying it all, and I would be putting this on everything, because this one is so cool. This one has such an extreme shift. You can see here, we get this sort of emerald green teal. If emerald green was blue leaning, it would be this color, but then this one goes over to a purple, and you can start to see that here in the swatch, and even in my full hand, you can't get the full extent of how shifty this polish is. You move your nail 0.5 millimeter in some sort of direction and it's changing color. This one was so cool. Just walking around my house, it was constantly going from green to purple to that blue in the middle, and it's just so cool. This one was all over the place, and like I said, that extreme angle purple, it's more purple than you're seeing on screen. It's like a very purpley purple. So I loved that about this one. It was such an extreme shift between two colors that I could not get enough. Next up, we have Monolith, which was a surprise favorite. Again, I think I've said that about every single one, and I'll probably say it about the last one too, but this one was so cool. It starts out in this silvery sort of frosty light blue shade, and then that goes over to a turquoise, a sort of like a teal turquoise, and then that goes to blue, and then at the really extreme angle we're even getting purple in there. So this one is just insane. It's so underrated, I feel, because I've definitely seen similar multichromes to this, but seeing them on screen does not do them justice. This one is so shifty. It's kind of like the last one where no matter what you're doing, you're getting a different color. You're getting that really frosty silver, then you're getting a sort of light blue, and then there's this bit of a more intense blue, and then it's purple, and it's just so cool. I loved this one, especially where it's winter and cold right now. It's so cool and shifty, and like I said, that extreme angle color, it's not showing up as vibrant as it does in person. You can kind of look at the bottle shots and get that color right on the edge, but it just, you need to get this. It's so cool. Rounding out the super futures, we will look at Time Traveler, and this one was not a surprise favorite. This one was just an immediate favorite. Like, I knew the second I opened this package up, I loved this shade. I love the shift that we get in here. This one starts out as a beautiful navy blue, and then it goes over to purple and magenta, but then at really extreme angles, it can even go pink, red, a little bit of orange, some gold. It's like, this one is so cool. It's so freaking shifty. It's insane. It even has like a little bit of green at the most extreme angle. So I say, if you're gonna get any multichrome, if you want something that's just gonna shift and look different no matter how you're seeing it, then you need to get this one. It's so beautiful. I could sit here and say that 100 times because those are the only words I have. It's just perfect. We get such a nice blue, such a nice purple that you're always going to be seeing at least those two colors. Like I said, this one just has a whole shifty range that I could not even capture on camera, but I promise if you get this one, you won't regret it. You will totally fall in love. Also, like I mentioned, we're going to look at their newest Do Good shade, which just released a couple of weeks ago. This one is called Firecracker, and it's this cherry red base, and then in there we get this gold magnetic pigment. So we'll do the magnet in a moment, but if you like this one, this is limited edition. You should grab it while you can. 100% of the net proceeds will benefit the Welcome to Chinatown initiative, which supports Chinatown businesses and amplifies community voices. You can also see in this swatch, I am doing that second coat a bit thicker just so we have enough of that magnetic pigment on the nail, and after about 60 seconds, you can see that all concentrated to the center and leaves such a beautiful design. It's just, oh, it is just so nice. And then we are putting on our Cirque Colors Looking Glass top coat, and with magnetics, you want to remember that after you do your top coat, you also want to hold the magnet again because that's what really seals in that nail, and that kind of gives that nice final pull of the magnetic pigment. Sometimes I even go a little bit past 60 seconds just so I know I'm really holding it there. It's doing a good job. It's gonna look flawless, and here we have it. I love this polish. It's so pigmented and vibrant and not like a magnetic I had ever seen before. So I love that they created this, and I think it's so beautiful. Now that we have seen the shades in this video today, I want to hear your thoughts on them, so leave a comment down below. Let me know which ones you are thinking of picking up and which one is your favorite. As I was going through these to swatch them, each time I put one on, I was like, okay, I think that one's gonna be my favorite. And then I wouldn't want to take it off because it was so beautiful. So the fact that every shade in this collection did that to me, I am just so impressed by that. I love all of these 6 shades. I think that they were the perfect additions to the Super Future collection. Also, let me know below if you'd be interested in a Kyle's version of the initial 6 shades from the Super Future collection. I think that would be such a fun video to make, and those shades are definitely worth taking another look at. Like I mentioned earlier, don't forget to subscribe with the bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. We have a lot of really exciting stuff coming up, and I know you're not going to want to miss out on any of it. I think that's going to be it for this one today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. What are they? 12, 8, 11, 6, 14, 12? I feel like it's 12 or 8. What is it? 10? What the f? I think 10 is like the only number that didn't come out of my mouth just now. Okay. I think we're finally ready. Gold to green to pewter blue. Pewter? What the f?